Hello YouTube, friends and followers. I am Snuffanybody, and I'm here to do a snuff review. This is a snuff review that I have been expecting for a long time and really been looking forward to, and a snuff that I have been curious to have in my possession. For some reason I haven't been, I just haven't bought it for the last 2-3 years. But finally I put in an order, and this morning the mailman came with the infamous 41 photo white elephant. This is gonna be so exciting and a wee bit daunting. Indian white snuff are notorious for being super hard insufflations, and I've been practicing all day to get the sniff just right, and I keep fucking up. So let's start by having a look at the snuff, shall we? Okay, but today I do want to start with the tin, because this is quite special. It's a beautiful little tin, and I just wanted to give you the chance to have a look at it. Okay, and so even though it has a somewhat tight seal here in the top, and when it comes, yeah, you can still see the remains of the plastic, quite thick plastic shield in the tin. So it keeps it fresh, but I've noticed as soon as you take away that seal, then it does start to dust if you squeeze the tin. So I highly recommend that you do decant this snuff. Okay, so this is what the snuff looks like. It is pale brown, almost with a yellowish tint to it. And as you can see, this is super fine, dusty even. There is no moisture, but because this is made with a wee bit of clarified butter, it does have a wee tendency to clump just a wee bit. But I know for a fact from trying many times today, this is a difficult snuff. I would even go to the extent to say this is a fucking hard snuff to take. Yeah, okay, bad Indian accent. Okay, so that's the snuff. Let's see how it works in the nose. So that's what the snuff looks like. But let's get to the daunting, interesting bit. Let's start with the tin note. Have to be a wee bit careful. This is filled all the way to the brim. But the tin note. This being a new tin, opened today, it hadn't had any time to air out at all. So the first thing that hit me is a quite distinct barnyard scent. And with that I do mean a wee bit of ammonia. It is slightly pissy, but in a good way, Oh, a wee bit on the nose. Okay, there is some very spicy, distinct tobacco scent here. I do detect a wee bit of hay. I am told that I should also be detecting Indian ghee as clarified butter. but I don't in the tin note. But let's get to the nose test. So, good. So, super fine, super dry, that can pill. So, I'll take a small bump and let's see how I ride the white elephant. Ooh, this is a hard sniff. My nose is also dry, just blowing it. Didn't get the super hard throat hit that I was fearing. It is almost impossible just to get this right out of the batch. I've only had this for 8 hours. Okay. It has a distinct burn. It burns. But not overpoweringly. It isn't. It's not an irritating chemical burn feeling. It's just there. It's present, and it's long-lived. It still has some burn, and immediately I feel the nicotine pulse here. There is loads of vitamin N. Okay, I still get that barnyardy scent. The tobacco base is beautiful. It's really, really good. It's an unscented snuff. It's spicy, but not like an added spice. It's just the spiciness of the tobacco. It's really good. Yes, there is a wee bit of hay in the scent. Now I do detect that clarified butter gene. And that is basically what's there. There are two other white Indian snuffs. There is the one from Delakia, and there is the one from Six Photo, where the one from Six Photo has champra and is pretty perfumey, and the Delakia white has a kind of off seafood scent. This doesn't. This is without a doubt the best of the 3 Indian whites that I've tried. I know there's also an Afghan white. Never tried that one. It is on my list and I do want to try it, but haven't got to that yet either. And here comes the back drip, which is very small, very slight, but again, I do get that same kind of nice tobacco burn that I did initially in my nose. But pleasant, delicious, and gone in a split second. And it also delivers nicotine in the back drip. So, this is a nicotine bomb. So, nicotine on a scale from 1 to 10, where 1 is nothing, 10 is potentially harmful. This should maybe get in the 9-ish region, and if you take huge bumps and a lot of them, you can maybe crawl up into the 10er. Okay, this is at least as potent as Toke's Rustica. But the funny thing is here, this reminds me of another snuff. The spiciness, the tobacco, the barnyardy scents here. And it might be my memory playing up with me. So, completely another category, but it has some similarity with NTSU Black. I think that's what it reminds me of. Oh, I really like the White Elephant. It's a damn hard insufflation. This is not a beginner snuff unless you want your ass kicked for the first month or so. There is a good advice from my friend Joseph McKenna, also known as Basement Shaman. If you get this and it's too fine, too dry for you, rehydrate it and it will be a much easier insufflation. And while it dries, you will learn the technique you need. This is a beautiful snuff, worth every penny I paid for it. So, on a scale from 1 to 5, being a non-artisan snuff, this is a 5 out of 5. If you're a beginner and afraid of the super dries, super fines, yeah, maybe you would categorize this lower, but to me, beautiful. I am a nicotine junkie and I need the kick this one gives. I can also see it as being a very, very good mixer. But I almost think this would be a shame for this very good, delicious snuff. Oh yeah, this is very good. If you have the option, possibilities, do try this. That's all for me from this time. I'll be back another day with more snuff reviews. Goodbye.